So and I also didn't want you to think that I was buying all these books and not reading them. So, what are the books? I got both of these books from Dollar Tree. After the Dance and Too Much of a Good Thing. Now, I actually read this one all the way through. And it was okay. It was too real life for me. And by real life to me, I mean not enough of the romantic stuff, I guess you could say. This right here was like, she was jilted and he had baby mama problems because he cheated on his first wife and got some little young girl pregnant, and it was, and then it was by them hooking up, and it was okay, but I don't know. I didn't feel it too much. Like I said, and one thing I didn't like is the heroine. She smoked, and that bugged me because I'm like, oh, I don't want to read about people smoking. I don't know. And this right here, this lady looks just like Whitney Houston to me. But anyway, but this Too Much of a Good Thing, I didn't read it. I skimmed it. I started off. This right here is a contemporary. I don't know if I would call it Christian, but it's like really religious. And I don't like to mix my romance and my religion into it. So actually, they don't hook up till way back here after they got married. So if somebody's into the waiting, then fine. But I want to get to that up in this part of the book. Wait a minute. I'll take some chase. At least by this part of the book. But this right here is about a guy who lost his wife, and he went online looking for prayer, and this girl, I guess she runs the website, or she's just on the forum a lot or something. She answers them and they connect, and then eventually they, hook up. She was reserved because he was white and whatever, but they worked it out, and at the end they were trying to have babies, which that kind of threw me off because I'm like, aren't y'all too old to be having babies? I know I'm too old to have. I mean, this dude, he was at least 40 and he's trying to have babies, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm 40, I'm finished. I don't want no more babies. But anyway, that's about it. Oh, one more thing I got. Oops, I broke something. I got this index card holder. Now let me tell you about this index card holder. I went to one Dollar Tree and they had big index cards with big dividers for a big box like this. And I thought, I don't have anywhere to put those index cards. I'm not gonna get them. Go to another Dollar Tree, of course get this one, looks for an index card, can't find them. So one store got this and the other store got the index card. So I'm gonna make it back over to the other one eventually. But other than that, not too much going on. I bought a new picture. I don't know if you can see it back there. Let's see. See it? See? It's going the Empire State Building, black and white, from Ross's. Let's see. And that right there is going to go to the new decor of the house. Oh, and one thing I noticed at Dollar Tree is they're already putting out the fall stuff. I'm not ready for this. Let's see. This right here is just July. Oh, and speaking of fall, Daddy and I and Cameron are going to spend Halloween in New Orleans. What? So, yeah, I am so looking forward to that. I booked the hotel yesterday. I probably should have did it months ago because the only thing that was left was $300 for one night. But apparently, New Orleans is a big Halloween destination. So, I am really looking forward to that because I want to go on some of the tours and just be creeped out and scared. And I might even dress up. Who knows? But I'm kind of sad because nobody be here handing out candy to the kiddies, because you know our street is some real stick in the muds when it comes to that. So hopefully more people will participate this year. But only person I really know that's gonna come and get candy is Noah across the street. So I might just make him a goodie bag and take it to him. That's my buddy right there. He makes me laugh. But anyway, so yeah. Anyway, that's it. I'm glad you got your school stuff taken care of, because you know you really do need to go to school. I mean, like Daddy and I were telling you the other day, you'll put it off and put it off because other things are going to continue to come up. And it's like, okay, you're gonna have car problems, you're gonna have maintenance problems. I mean, it's always something that's gonna seem like it's more important, but you just really need to remember that you're investing in yourself. Like buying a new car because you need a new car, the car is just gonna depreciate. With an education, it's gonna appreciate. So you really need to invest in yourself. Like I said, we've seen this movie before, you know, and it's just becomes harder and harder the older you get. So even though you're concerned about the student loans, like I said, other things gonna take the money regardless. You'll just put it into things that don't matter whenever you can put it into yourself, and the payoff will be so much greater. So don't be afraid of the bill at the end of it, because it'll be worth it, and that'll be paid off, you know, and you have longer time to pay it off. I think when I had my student loans, for the amount of time, I got ripped off, by the way, with one of those, you know, predator colleges. You know, back in the day, I didn't know any better. You know, it was kind of new. It was like, oh, I can go to school and get this diploma, which I thought was something I could transfer, and it wasn't. But that's what happens when you're 19 and don't know any better. So I ended up using like $10,000 in student loans on something I couldn't do anything with. So use it for a real college. So yeah, so I'm glad that you're doing that. It's gonna pay off, trust me, because you know, like I said, I ended up working as a lowly manager, but became dependent on that money coming in for child care, car payment, house payment, insurance, groceries. You know, it did become dependent on my money coming in, and it was just not feasible for me to go back to school until we moved to California. So, and then by that time, I had been all over, you know, it's kind of like, I'm 40. I really have no interest in, you know, going to school and being a teacher. You know what I mean? So, I'm just chilling. But anyway, enough about that crap. I'm going to hit up Dollar Tree and Gulf Breeze today, because I got to go out there for Cameron beach soccer. He has beach soccer today. He's pissed off about that because he's the oldest one there, because apparently it's 9 to 14. And of course, it's mostly 9-year-olds as opposed to 14-year-olds. So, we got to do that today. So, I'm going to leave here about 5-ish. Get over there, throw him out the car, and then I'm going to go on down to Tyke Point and see what they have in there, and hopefully they'll have some of the stuff I keep seeing people hauling. I want those pins with the little gem at the top. But anyway, this is way too long, so I'm going to stop it right now, and I hope you had a good day. Hope your braces don't hurt too much. You look so cute. You look like little 14-year-old Ashley again, and that's adorable. Okay, bye.